Hey, Tim.
Hi, Paulina.
Hey, where are you calling from?
We are from Grand Rapids, Michigan, in a nice little recording booth.
Ooh, yeah, I've noticed the sound soundproofing wall. Very beautiful.
Yeah,
Well done. I will need to get one for myself.
yeah,
Uh,
looks like it.
yeah, so I've been looking you up a little bit. So you work for or you are founder of AMZAlert? Which one is it?
Um, I am an employee of AMZAlert, so I technically work. We all kind of in-house created it. Steve Eilers is the CEO of AMZAlert, so he's like the actual founder. Um, and the whole reason we actually came out with AMZAlert is because we sell on Amazon ourselves. I did sell personally on Amazon, and he obviously has a few different brands that he has built up and sold off over the past years. So
Okay, so you're saying you were a seller, or you're not a seller anymore?
not a seller anymore. I did start up a company that did very well really quick, but no longer am with that company. So it kind of just Amazon created some updates and it kind of just fizzled off. So we just let it go. But yeah, it started off really well. It did 250 in the first 3 months, 250,000 in the first three
Wow,
months.
awesome.
I know. And then it's sad that one update from Amazon kind of just took away everything, but that's how it goes sometimes.
Interesting. So the lesson here that we can all learn from is what exactly? Like you're saying you feel sad. Like I feel the sad notion in the sentence. So what lesson is there for us to pick up on?
I would say like if you're just a brand new seller trying to get your products out there, um, I would not limit it to just one product. I would try to launch more than one product at the very beginning. That way, you're not like relying on just one thing. You'd have it kind of just expanded through, whether it be variations or products that are kind of similar. But yeah, I would definitely do that route rather than one product because that's kind of where our mistake happened. We kind of went through one product and pumped some money into it and did really well, but then something happened to that product and it was gone. Also, on a side note, I would also create it off of Amazon too. Get it on your own website. That way, Amazon can't really do anything about that. It's you just own that. It's yours. You can do what you want, marketing wise and whatnot. So
I've been trying to do that to start the Shopify and a little
yeah,
bit, but so far the only way that I found works is the Facebook ads, which I mean paid traffic, and I haven't had any big success with organic traffic yet, as it seems like it takes forever to get anywhere with that. So, do you have any advice on off of Amazon, like any marketing techniques? What would you go for?
like I don't know how like Amazon TOS this is, but I know a lot of people are doing like the product inserts to help also grow their actual .com storefront. I just don't know if it's necessarily like the TOS for that's very gray because obviously you're not supposed to redirect people to your own site through Amazon, but people are putting in inserts and kind of doing that. So that's a great way to start. Obviously, to start like an email list or to start getting people onto your own site. But I mean, if you can do it and you feel it agrees with TOS, which some people do, it really depends on how you phrase it and do all that stuff. But I mean, it's a good option to do. And not only that, but definitely got to get the email list rolling so that you have the potential clients and you got an email or a newsletter going out every week. Starting off that way, even if it's a slow start, you can definitely get the right type of people on that email list for you to help you grow that other site.
So, would you say you are a creative person yourself?
A little bit, yeah. I would say so.
Yeah. All right, that's a
Yeah.
very big
So
claim. Let's test
yeah.
that.
Oh, now I'm nervous.
There it is. So here's a question for you. Some other
Yeah.
seller told me that instead of product inserts, and that's how I came up with the idea because you mentioned the inserts,
Yeah.
instead of product insert, he puts in a scratch off lottery ticket that is not
Sure.
a real ticket. It's actually something that he custom printed. And when you
Yep.
scratch it up, there is something. So now let's see, what would you come up with? What ideas would you say seller could use? When you scratch that something, what is underneath? Like what could be hiding under there?
I know, like I've seen this done because obviously I order off Amazon all the time too. Um, but when I get those, it's usually for a alternative product. So if I bought like a vacuum or something, it might have a scratch off for an accessory of it. That way they're building their other brand at the same exact time, their other products getting more traction because they might give a percentage off coupon, or they say, hey, you won this, just use this code to purchase it. That way they're helping kind of funnel more sales into a product that they just launched, or they're just trying to keep sales at a kind of like a constant level. But
Yeah,
those are the big ones that I see,
yeah,
especially
upselling is good.
for accessories. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe upselling is really important in whatever sales you do, because just many products are not really products that people come back for to repurchase. I've noticed that many successful sellers are selling items that you can repurchase, let's say makeup or like dog treats or that kind of thing, which you buy again and again. So in that case, you have to only sell once. But what if I'm selling like a child's purse? Nobody's going to come back and buy another same kind of purse for me second time, So I think the idea that you said to upsell them with the second item, which is just complimentary or something else in the lottery ticket, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I think that's obviously the end goal. If you're trying to build a brand, there's two types of way you can do it. You can try to grow one product and just like grow it vertically up and down, or that's where you kind of spread it out and grow it at a slower pace with 5 products or 10 products. Like I said, it can be variation based, so it doesn't even have to be different products. It could just be different colors or different sizes. So
that's right.
That's the route I would go if I did it all over again. I would try to build something horizontal. That way it's growing slow. I can build up an email list. I can build up the side .com platform and just kind of grow it all at the same time. And then obviously come out with new products that are related to that and use that same email list. So and just keep the wheel going. Yeah.
Well, that sounds nice. So are you planning to do that one day again?
I don't know. Amazon's making a lot of changes, so they're making it obviously harder to do that type of stuff. So I don't know. But it's funny you said we have right now we have a supplement business. Steve does, and we all run that in house. It's an FBA type company, and it's for supplements. So if you do have I know you said obviously there's a lot of products that people won't come back and buy. Supplements is complete opposite of that. So that's even perfect if you have a product that needs to be ordered over and over. Definitely get it on that sub and save system, and then also you can actually use product inserts to help kind of keep generating those sale after sale.
That's right. So that Steve is the founder, right?
Steve. Yep.
Let me check it out. Let's go to my Google Chrome. All right. So AMZAlert, I have it open here. Let's go to LinkedIn and find him. So how big is your company? Are you guys new or?
We are, right now we have probably, counting the developers that we have, probably about seven people. So it's not big by any means. Yeah, very small.
Cool. I'll say connect. All right. Maybe he'll accept.
I'll warn him not to. Just check.
Has 134 connections. If it's not 500 plus, that means he's not so active on LinkedIn, I guess. Yeah. All right. I'm really in love with LinkedIn recently. It feels like the new Facebook for business. You have all the same style of thing, except that it's all about business, so it's fun.
Yeah.
So AMZ,
we don't really have.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah.
You were gonna tell me something?
No, we don't. I was just saying, we don't really. The only thing we really do social media wise is Facebook. We tried LinkedIn, even from a business perspective, not just a personal one. Obviously, if I wanted to, I could get a LinkedIn or a Facebook for personal use. I just decided against it. But from a business purpose, I know LinkedIn is starting to do well as far as getting more leads, through lead generation, because we use a third party provider that helps kind of just manage our Facebook and we manage our LinkedIn when we had it up and running. But it's a good lead generator. So every week we would just keep getting emails. Hey, another lead was generated. Contact this person about AMZAlert. So if you wanted to use that route for gaining more leads for your personal business or for shopkeeper, that's not a bad route to go either.
You know what I like about LinkedIn? That if I click like right now, all my followers are going to see that post. So it basically shows up on their feed, you know. So now suddenly, and you can use it the opposite way. If I post something interesting and some big influencer puts like, he doesn't share, just says like, then suddenly all his audience is seeing it on his feed. Now everybody sees shopkeeper being liked by him, you know. So it's really nice, you know. Look, this wasn't even a post, it's just that one of my connections likes this, and then suddenly I see the whole thing. So this could be shopkeeper posting something. So that's what I feel like is cool about LinkedIn these days.
Yeah, that's really cool.
I actually looked you up on Facebook, so I didn't go to your page, but rather I searched in my groups, like all the Amazon related groups, what are they talking about you. So they're comparing you to Bindwise, so I guess it's another competitor of yours, right? That is also...
Yeah, Bindwise. Yeah, they don't do as much as us, but yeah, they technically are a competitor of ours, yeah.
Okay, I have this, so on my website, I have this big list of software tools for Amazon sellers. Let me see if I ever have looked at your software. Oh, I have you there. Let's hope it's not red.
Yeah.
Oh, it's green. Yeah. Thank God. All right, so it says tracks for negative reviews and notifies you by email. It also tracks the total number of reviews. Very useful if Amazon removes a bunch that you want to know about. Okay. And
the next thing is we actually just reworked our pricing. So now we're priced a lot more competitive, and we actually have a lot more features than most companies. So the pricing is pretty similar to some of our competitors, but we actually offer a lot. So that pricing on there is a lot outdated now. We actually came out with like a kind of like a Calconic slide bar type pricing, which we see.
Let's check. Okay.
We like it a lot better now. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So basically it depends on number of ASINs, how much I'm going to pay. Yeah. So I have 24. Okay. $20 a month. That's awesome.
Yeah, you get access to all the features too.
To all of the features. Okay, so what are these all features? I didn't, because I remember hijacking and review monitoring. So can you tell me just a few words about the AMZAlert?
Yeah, so basically the whole reason we started it is because we had an issue with hijackers, people stealing our buy box. So obviously AMZAlert will help you with people jumping on your listing. We call them leeches. So like if you're a private label company that don't sell in stores, you very well want to keep aware of this, because they could be selling obviously false products, inauthentic type of products. But the nice thing is we also have like a hijacker alert. So if they steal the buy box, obviously that's very important. And then pretty much anything that's on the Amazon.com detail page for your product, title, bullet points, descriptions, category, BSR, all that type of stuff, right, that you're showing right now on your screen, that's what we do for you. And then we're the only company that has like an automatic cease and desist that we send out as well. Which,
I'm sorry, what is an alert? Is that a mobile notification or more like an email that comes to my box?
So it's going to be an email or a text, whatever you prefer.
Oh, okay, even a text. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yep. So we integrated all that. The thing that people like, it was in March we came out with a 2.0 version, which you're seeing now. All this is updated. People like that you can send certain alerts to certain emails. We integrated that into our software, so that like if you have someone in your company that handles reviews, you could have all the review type of alerts go to that specific person on your team.
Okay. Well, it only lists negative reviews. Do you also notify about positive reviews if I want?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do all reviews now. We just haven't, that one's not added on, but yeah, we do positive, negative, and then most helpful as well. So if you get, let's say a competitor tries to upvote some of your negative reviews, which I'm not sure if you've seen that, but we've seen it personally, where someone will actually upvote a lot of your negative reviews that they want to show on your front page. So we let you know if that happens. That way you can kind of get a different review to kind of take that place.
Okay, you know what I care about is sometimes Amazon changes whatever rules for the back end of my listing, and then suddenly my listing gets suspended, and it just says suspended status, but I didn't get an email from them. Do you track the changes of the listing being suspended status?
Correct. Yep. So we track for it's called suppression right there, product suppression / takedowns. So if your product's taken down off of Amazon, so it shows the doggy page. So like obviously no one wants to see that doggy page. That just means your product's completely taken down. There is also like currently unavailable, which Amazon could be looking into your product, or if your seller name, so whatever your storefront name, if that's not on the listing, then we also alert you of that as well, which could just be an out of stock alert. Yep.
So gaining buy box, I guess I'm a private label seller, and I don't mind the resellers. So new seller on the listing, okay. Bestseller badge changes. Oh, even that is cool.
Yeah.
So rank changes, all right. So what's that? Like, is that a proper rank tracker like some other software has, or is just a notification that if it significantly changes?
So that feature works kind of like a threshold type of alert. So you can actually decide how often you want to be alerted for BSR changes. So, and what I mean by that is, if your product moves in a good direction or a bad direction, you're able to put a threshold of, let's say, 20%. So if you're sitting at 300 sales rank in health and household, if it all of a sudden just drops really quick and it does over 20% movement, you'll be alerted. So it just kind of helps you keep an eye on your product. That way, let's say all of a sudden you're at 300 sales rank and then you get booted up to 1,000. Something's going on, whether it be a keyword might have dropped or something happened. That way you know, hey, why did we jump 700 sales rank in the matter of 15 minutes or 30 minutes? So we keep you on, basically keep you alerted. That way if anything happens, you know what's going on. And we do have a keyword tracker as well, where you're allowed 3 keywords per ASIN. That way you can kind of keep an eye on them, and that way if one of them falls, you know you got to do a little bit more marketing for that keyword.
What's the MAP price violation? What's MAP?
So it's minimum advertised pricing. And what that means is a lot of people allow their resellers to sell on their listing, but they're not allowed to go under a certain price point.
Okay.
So so the nice thing is, every time we monitor, because every time we monitor a listing, we do screenshots, since we have to crawl and we have to do API calls. So we do both of those. So when we crawl, we actually take pictures. So that way, if someone violates that MAP, that pricing, you actually get a screenshot of them violating it.
All right.
Yeah.
Product fat as adult. Oh, this can happen. Ooh, that would be bad.
Any type of product. Yep.
And then again, so this is like the same thing what here was, right? Again, MAP.
Yeah, it is.
Policy.
Yeah.
And then stock and hardware alerts. Oh, that one is a good one. So I can set the custom threshold, right? When it drops below 50.
So that's more of like, see, that one's a little tricky because obviously obviously I should have said this at the beginning, but AMZAlert, we don't connect to your Seller Central or Vendor Central, so we can't necessarily check stock. But what we do is, if your seller name isn't on the listing, it's usually because you're out of stock. But we're going to be adding where we actually can check your inventory by actually going into the cart and adding as many products and seeing what you're at inventory wise, as long as you don't have like a max order quantity set.
Okay.
If that makes sense. Yeah.
Okay. This is cool.
Yeah. And it's the nice thing, the reason that we don't have it connected to Seller Central or Vendor Central accounts is, obviously we like people not having to worry about like security or anything like that. You just have to plug your ASINs into our software, and then our system does the rest. You just have to pick which features you want turned on, which actually works really well, especially for like brand management type companies. So they can kind of move into our software and have one designated account for 50 of their clients.
Okay. Now this here was distracting me this whole time. Morris from Los Angeles. Now let's count the seconds. 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds. Gone. Wait.
That person actually signed up this morning.
1, 2. 3 seconds gone. Now another one. Wait. 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, and go. This is very invasive, this little pop up there. Oh, there. Another. Every 3 seconds.
Well,
But there's a lot of
The
people
nice thing,
have signed up recently. So I guess you are a popular software, just like I've seen on Facebook.
yeah, yeah, we've been doing pretty well lately, and yeah, definitely our signups have increased. A lot of people don't realize how important it is to actually keep an eye on all their listings. I mean, if you're spending money and you're trying to build a proper brand, you got to keep an eye on it. A lot of people just try to build it and forget it. Can't do that on Amazon.
Yeah, this is very, very nice. Especially, I don't like those suppressions. That happens a lot to me,
Yeah,
and that is really something I would track. And I really like to get the new reviews notifications. So not
yep,
only the negative ones, but just in total what reviews I am getting. I like
yeah,
just
yep, we do.
yeah. Many apps don't have that because it's not really in the API. Yeah, so it's hard for them, I guess, to get it.
Just a random question. I know you were just on, I believe it was the Facebook page. Have you guys noticed the buy box issue going on?
No.
Which it's up one right there. So previously this week, Amazon was doing something messing with buy box, something with their buy box algorithm. So the nice thing with our software is we know when Amazon's doing certain updates and stuff because we get spammed with alerts because they messed up something. So then we have to kind of turn that alert off and then figure out what's going on. And that's what we did. We figured it out, and then we turned it back on in-house, that type of feature, and we noticed that it started working.
Oh, okay.
That's why we let them. So yeah, we work closely with like Ed Rosenberg and some other type Amazon gurus, and that's where we just let him know, hey, it's back working, and he didn't know, so he threw us out in that alert, which was a nice one.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, if Ed's promoting you, you must be famous because some of the
Yeah,
companies that I search on Facebook, they never even. Yeah. All right. Oh, this is all cool stuff. So I think we are just on the dot with the time that we scheduled for the call. Thank you so much for meeting with me today. I just wanted to get a general feel of AMZAlert and what it's about. It's interesting that you say you don't even need to connect the MWS authorization. So that actually is nice. It's sort of like there's no obligation from me. I just feel like, so does that also mean you could monitor any ASIN, not only mine, but competitors' ASINs?
Yep. A lot of people use us for that as well.
This is good. All right.
Yeah.
This is maybe something to think about for me. All right. Well, thank you very much, Tim, for meeting.
Yeah, thank you.
I'll chat with you soon. Take care.
All right. Thanks, Paulina.